Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries May 6, 2022. Today's transits are good for new insights into your income or practical matters in general, and for understanding your needs. It can be a fine time to make something special out of what you already have, and as a result, feel quite accomplished. You're discovering your talents, resources, or skills, and as you feel more natural about them, opportunities seem to pop up for you. This is a better time than usual for addressing problems, even those that seem especially sensitive or complex. Others are putting their faith in you and you in them. Business intuition is excellent, and practical affairs thrive with a bit of strategy. Your appreciation builds for simple pleasures and comforts, as well as for familiar people and circumstances. Get your ducks in a row. Single or already taken, your productivity levels and general well-being are top of mind at this time, especially after yesterday's new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. Although, when considering today's romantic Venus-Pluto sextile, chances are you're feeling inclined to lean on a significant other for affection, support, and validation. Then again, if you're already in a romantic commitment, this celestial synergy could either stir up emotions or bring you even closer to your person. Moreover, Luna will sextile Neptune, which, in turn, softens emotions while bringing compassion and empathy to the mix. Financial changes are going to affect your lifestyle. As Pluto retrograde in Capricorn begins to transform your finances, the truth behind them will be revealed. How you spend and save your money will come to light. Luckily, Pluto retrograde sextiles Venus in Pisces, creating harmonious energy between these two planets. You may find that certain financial investments and budgeting habits have paid off. As a result, you may find that some financial adjustments can positively impact your private life. Opportunities to refine your security could also help you enjoy what you have worked hard for. You are not by nature a person to hang on to the status quo, but today new information could come your way which seems radical even to you. Nonetheless, it's likely to bring out your innate sense of adventure, and you might embark on a new phase of financial exploration that opens up more doors for you than you would ever have expected. Modern technology could be involved in some way. Be prepared to embrace a new cycle. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. You're noticing all sorts of tiny details that would ordinarily pass you by, and should try to get more and more of them down in a sketchbook or notepad as the day progresses. Don't forget them. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. You may be especially sensitive to the moods of others, and today they could be a bit testy. It could be hard to get things accomplished with all the yelling and screaming that's going on. This is definitely not an environment conducive to deep thinking. Do your best to stay completely out of the fray and focus on what you need to do. The yelling is likely to subside by the end of the day. Your love of romance will be heightened on this day. If you're sheltering in place someone special, this can be a terrific day to lock yourself away with your love for a close and intimate time together. If you are single, you are sure to feel more motivated to make the first move on someone you have been interested in. Despite social distancing, you can still be remarkably creative about dating. You're sure to enjoy yourself a great deal with this essence happening. What has made the last 5 days special was not just the coming together of planets and then the moon on the communication and relationship fronts, but when it is happening. At the same time that Saturn moves into his final month in direct motion in your communication sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into his final 5 days in direct motion in your relationship sector. The communication gods are not only working together now but will do for the foreseeable future. Still in her early days in your romantic sector, the moon's departure from your relationship sector today is a chance to give Venus more attention. For Venus to return to your romantic sector while the moon was putting a lot of focus on your relationship was a necessary distraction. As it becomes more about keeping the communication lines open on the relationship front, the spirit of romance is starting to come through. Our eyes in the sky. If you are looking to gain control of a situation, now is the time to step into your power. The connection between Jupiter and Pluto is going to make us all feel as though we're at the top of our game. The caution is that we might begin to use this energy to our disadvantage by engaging in love triangles or power struggles. Instead of arguing non-stop, it's our responsibility to take a step back and find peace in the situation. After all, arguing over spilled milk and who is in charge all the time can have adverse effects on relationships. Trying to dominate others in partnerships of any sort will only ensure that the relationship stays at a standstill. You shouldn't be rude or aggressive, but it might be hard not to be. Instead of using this energy to bend the will of others and take charge, use it to change for the better your life, spiritual views, personal philosophy, and consciousness. Choosing your words wisely will be important over the next 30 days. Think before you speak or send that text. It could save you a lot of drama. Mercury enters Capricorn today too, making communication more serious. We will be more concise, direct, and blunt with Mercury in this diligent Earth sign. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Mars in Pisces, prompting us to behave erratically. Our physical desires and emotional needs are at odds with each other. On the one hand, we benefit from heightened stimulation. Diverse ideas and the freedom to jump from one perspective to the next offers us a sense of security and well-being. However, on an energetic level, we are more tempered, wistful, and unfocused. It's unlikely that this transit will stir up any long-term issues. We might simply feel a bit lethargic and disoriented. However, because our needs are incomprehensible, even to ourselves, we can become agitated when we are unable to sate our cravings. Or we get what we want but wind up dissatisfied anyway. In intimate relationships, we should do our best to express what is on our minds to mitigate ambiguity. Following this aspect, the moon sextiles Chiron in Aries, helping us to face our insecurities. Events transpire which prompt us to be honest about our intentions. Although the Moon-Mars square might make it challenging to determine what we want, we intend to harness the unapologetic authenticity of both the Gemini and Aries archetypes. Similar situations in the past may have demanded that we stay quiet when it did not serve our best interests. At this time, being forthright can trigger self-doubt, but if we express ourselves candidly, we'll find that we are not at risk of repeating old wounding patterns.